Hi beautiful souls, welcome to my channel Elle's Temple. My name is Elle, I'm a goddess guide and intuitive tarot reader. Welcome back to my returning viewers. Welcome if you're new here. I'm so happy to have you all here. I hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are in the world, and if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, and particularly if you are in the UK, you're enjoying the sun and the finally the sun that has decided to show up for summer, a little bit belated, but just in time for the summer solstice, right? Which is occurring this 21st, 22nd of June. However, the messages themselves in this reading are timeless. So whenever you're drawn to this reading, and even if you're not celebrating the summer solstice or you're in the Southern Hemisphere or something like that, just trust that if you're drawn to this reading, there may be messages that are relevant to you. If you are in the Northern Hemisphere and you would like to know a little bit more about the summer solstice, which is also known as Letha, one of the festivals in the Wheel of the Year, check out my blog over on ellstemple.com. I'll leave the link below, and in that blog post I go into more details all about the festival, all about this time of the year, how it's a potent portal that we can use to manifest, to kind of draw on that solar powered energy to help us bring our goals into fruition, and also some suggestions of rituals that you may like to try over this portal. So I'll leave that below. So to introduce each of the piles, we have 3 piles for you to choose from today. Timestamps will be in the description box below as always. If you're drawn to this card, Money Magic, card number 25, you will be pile number 1. Don't worry too much about the words at the bottom. I'll go into more detail about the energy coming through for each pile. So I just encourage you to tap into your intuition, maybe see if the picture, or you can certainly see if the number or the phrase is drawing you in, but just don't worry too much about the wording underneath. Okay, so we've got Country Cottage. If you're drawn to Country Cottage, card number 7, with pile, you will be pile number 2. And if you are drawn to Wildflowers, card number 44, you will be pile number 3. Okay, my loves, pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose which pile is drawing you in. Just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Okay, my loves, I'll see you in your pile. Hi there, pile number 1. If you chose Money Magic with card number 25, this will be your reading. So I'm going to start off with reading from the guidebook. This is from the Seasons of the Witch Letha Oracle by Lorianne Anderson and Juliet Diaz. It's an amazing oracle deck, very powerful. I did a reading on myself. I just got this deck recently, and I did a reading with it a couple of days ago, and it was very powerful. So I felt like doing this reading today connected with these Letha energies, or these this summer solstice, to kind of see what's coming through for the collective as well. So if you chose Money Magic, the keywords are wealth consciousness, enough to go around, and it says it is in limiting beliefs that magic goes to die. So I feel like one of the main blessings and abundance that's coming in is busting through some limiting beliefs around money and around abundance in particular over this time. So let's have a look at the guidance. It says Letha is all about abundance and growth, making it an excellent time to work on wealth consciousness. To have a healthy attitude towards wealth means knowing there's enough to go around for everyone. The universe and everything in it is unlimited. There is no end to the prosperity you can experience. Every person has the ability to be very affluent if their consciousness is tuned to the vibration of wealth. How do you know if you have a strong wealth mindset? If your response to your potential to be prosperous was, I doubt it, then you are sabotaging your ability to manifest an increase in finances. You can never manifest something if you don't believe you can, and this card is appeared to you because it's time to do the work needed to eliminate self-sabotaging beliefs about finances. There are common beliefs about money being evil, that people who have it are bad people, you don't have the right education or experience to generate wealth, or you aren't the kind of person who could make that kind of money. With just a little bit of research, I guarantee you can find someone who had very similar circumstances to you, yet is living the life of their dreams. This card is nearly always about money, but when it appears in a love reading, it can mean your financial situation plays a significant part in your relationships. It may indicate fights about money, or that you need to be in a stronger financial situation to attract the kind of partner you wish to have. So I would say that this reading is a general reading as opposed to a love reading. So, excuse me, I would mostly apply the other meanings. However, if one of the things that you are trying to manifest is love, and you've picked this card, and you feel like there might be something blocking attracting a love relationship, or you know that you are having issues in a particular romantic partnership or relationship around money or something, it could indicate that this is something to work on, or this isn't indicating that the blocks that are blocking that love coming in, or the issues in your relationship, are going to be something that you will be called to tackle, but also maybe shifting through it as well through this summer solstice time. But let's have a look at some of your other cards. I haven't pre-pulled, so I'm just going to be live shuffling here, so bear with me. It may take a little bit longer, but I felt called to do this live today, so rather than pre-pull them. So let's get a goddess card. Ooh, I love this. Sweet Success with Goddess Oshun. Amazing. So yeah, this is perfect. It goes really well with the money magic card, because Goddess Oshun is a goddess of wealth and success and prosperity and all of that good stuff. A goddess of abundance, a goddess of sensuality. She is a goddess who supports us with our self-worth. So if that is something that you're working on, you can certainly call on Oshun. I did a separate blog post about her a few months back when I was launching my Light Goddess Circle. She was one of the goddesses, or she is one of the goddesses. She was the Taurus New Moon goddess for my Light Goddess Circle. So you may want to check out that blog post if you want to receive a little bit more wisdom from Oshun and suggestions of rituals or ways that you can work with her energy, ways she can support you to help step into more success, more prosperity, be open to more abundance and money coming through. Also, there was a reading as well from her that I did with her energy around that time. I think it was back in April, might have been like end of March or something. So there may be some additional messages from Goddess Oshun in that reading for you that might be pertinent to where you're at now with what you're trying to manifest. Maybe, for example, if you started a business or some sort of project or something in your work, there's some kind of success that is around the corner. There is some kind of abundance, but specifically financially, I feel like for you with money magic, the fact that it's actually specified money. But it may not be. This could be as well for some people. Abundance, can mean, or success doesn't necessarily just mean financial, right? It doesn't necessarily just mean a lot of money in the bank. It can mean a more general sense of abundance, like an abundance of time, an abundance of love, an abundance of support, an abundance of energy, vitality, health, a lot of other things. So, I'm just seeing with the garden, the fact that she's got in this card, the figure has two friends around them, and they seem really nurturing and comforting, and they're supporting them. So for you, this could be abundance coming in the way of support, in the way of like soul family, in the way of close friends, in the way of also the fact that she's outside and she's got a beautiful garden around her. It could be in terms of abundance of growing things, like being able to sow some seeds, both literally maybe, or figuratively speaking, metaphorically speaking, right? Like certain seeds that you sow in your professional life in particular. I'm thinking with the success coming here, it's like they are going to grow, they are going to be successful, that you are going to see something sprout from them, like you are going to be able to grow a garden and see the fruits of your labor, see the fruits of your success. So let's get a little bit more. Green Witch Oracle. What blessings are abundant? Woo! Oh my gosh, I love this. Luck. We've got money, magic, luck, and success. So there's a lot of, a lot of exciting things coming through for you, pile number one, through this summer solstice. Or, if you're not, like I said in the intro, if you're not celebrating summer solstice right now, and if you're in the southern hemisphere or wherever you are, don't worry, the messages still apply if you're drawn to this particular pile. I'm noticing the Capricorn sign here, so we're actually just about to have the Capricorn full moon as well. I just did a newsletter about that, so for those of you that are on my newsletter, if you're not, check it out on my website. You can sign up, and I send it only fortnightly, every new moon and full moon, and I talk about the energies of that new and full moon, and also any goddess asteroid transits and any other major cosmic insights, etc. But I'm just thinking, as I've been writing this Capricorn full moon newsletter today, actually, it was talking a lot about ambitions and big dreams, big goals, and starting to take action on those that this full moon and Capricorn might bring up, where we may be just I'm kind of hearing like pie in the sky thinking a little bit, like maybe you have some lofty ambitions, maybe you have some certain dreams or goals, or it could be related to starting a business, it could be related to something in your professional life, because Capricorn ruled by Saturn and it rules the 10th house. It's a lot connected to like your profession, your work, ambition, achievement, success, as also on your ocean card as well, recognition, all of that kind of thing, your reputation, how you're received in the professional world, or what your legacy is going to be, what you're going to put out in the world. So these may be things you've been working on, these may be things that you've been working hard towards, things you've been thinking about a lot. If they haven't been, this might be the time over this summer solstice or this full moon in Capricorn in particular that might kind of highlight like how to start thinking about this, like ways you can start maybe making more money, like different income streams, ways you can maybe expand your business if you already have a business, or start a side hustle if you already have a job, or like put some creative work out there and receive some abundance back from it, all of that kind of thing. It's like I'm just sort of seeing monetization, income streams, thinking about different ways to kind of put your work out in the public is kind of what I'm seeing. Again, I'm just being drawn to the three figures here. It's like kind of people really loving your work, like whatever you put out, whatever seeds you sow, whatever little whatever kind of little garden that you grow, it will really attract people. So I'm not quite sure what you're doing. This isn't really a reading about that. It's kind of more generally about the blessings and abundance that are coming in. So it'll be a little bit different for all of you, but I definitely feel like it is something potentially related to work, finances, success in your career field, prosperity, luck. Something I feel like that you have been wanting to happen is going to start to happen. It's like you're going to start to see luck on your side more, I feel like. And we've also got gratitude as well. So I feel like what I'm feeling from this is experiencing gratitude and feeling the energy of gratitude for the things that you want before you have them. It's like advanced gratitude, like kind of almost like paying it forward. Like if you kind of feel an energy, like a real sense of, oh my gosh, I am so grateful for the money I'm making. I'm so grateful for the success I have. I'm so grateful for the support I have around me. I'm so grateful for all the work I'm putting out there, how it's being received or how it's being perceived, or the recognition I'm getting. Like I'm hearing channel for some reason. Maybe some of you have a channel, or you are a channel as a new channel, divine beings or angels or whatever it might be. You have your own channel. Maybe you have a YouTube channel or something like that, or you do TikTok or whatever it might be. So it could be something like that. Like you've started a channel and you're going to be successful, you're going to see abundance, it's going to see some money coming through, but feeling really grateful for the, whatever it is, whatever goals you're trying to achieve, coming back to the Capricorn and the goals, the setting the long-term goals, like where are you going with this, what are your ambitions with it, like how do you want to see it evolve and progress, and then sort of breaking it down and putting those action steps. And then feeling very grateful for how you want that to then play out, in advance. So saying like, I have, say it's, you want certain recognition from an audience. It's like, I have the most supportive audience, or I get loads of supportive comments every time I post, or, I'm so grateful for my amazing community. I'm so grateful for all the money I receive from this work, or whatever it might be. Just actually really saying and feeling a sense of gratitude, of like a sense of luck as well. I'm kind of seeing maybe some of you listening to manifesting things around luck, like for example subliminals or meditations or affirmation tracks or something around like the lucky syndrome or something like that could really help as well. Kind of just start to like reprogram your brain. Remember, this card did talk a little bit about limiting beliefs, so you may have some limiting beliefs in there that have been up until this point blocking the abundance that the universe wants to bring to you, the luck that it wants to bring in. Maybe you have beliefs around like, oh, like this will never be successful, or I'm not a very lucky person, or I never really win anything, or I never really get anywhere with things, or like, I don't know. And this could be kind of happening subconsciously. So again, maybe the subliminals or something, listening to tracks overnight at night, like reprogramming your brain. There's something around reprogramming limiting beliefs that's coming through really strongly, to help you to feel more lucky, help you to feel more grateful for what you do have. Because the more you really notice what you do have, and feel gratitude for what you do have, the more the universe will start to like, it's kind of like a frequency or a vibration. It's like if you start to vibrate at that like very high vibration of gratitude and feeling lucky, the universe will create more opportunities for you to feel more lucky and have more gratitude for more things, even if right now you don't feel like things are going anywhere or that you have anything in particular to be grateful for, even if you start with really, really basic things. Though I don't feel so much that you're necessarily living in complete scarcity, but you may feel like you're not seeing the results yet for the kind of hard work or effort that you're putting in, which is why there's this kind of energy of like shifting to a vibration of like luck and like feeling lucky and grateful and like look at how much I do have, look at the support I have around me, look at the recognition I'm getting, look at the, you know, support I get for whether it's my channel, my business, my work. You know, maybe some of you are something to do with like your workplace, like wanting more success or more recognition at your place of work or in your profession or something like that. I'm seeing that coming through, but it's kind of like the more you tell the universe that is what is going on, the more you'll start to kind of see it reflected back. So there's just a little bit with the limiting beliefs that's kind of coming through, but let's get a little bit more. Let's get a goddess dream card. What blessings or abundance coming through for pile 1? There's Summer Solstice. Oh, came flying out. Okay, we've got Moon Law, ebb and flow. Beautiful. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of tapping into that, you know, the energy of flow, the energy of abundance being something that you can just tap into, that will flow to you. Like, you know, just as the universe, just as the water, just as nature kind of ebbs and flows, that, you know, you also as a creature of nature, as a part of nature, you can tap into that flow at any point and like sort of like step into the rivers of abundance, like be open to the flow of abundance that comes through the river, which is very goddess Oshun energy actually. I was really suddenly drawn to this card as I was speaking about flow. And maybe check out my blog post about her, because I'm pretty sure, I can't really remember it now off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure when I wrote about her I talked a lot about like the rivers and like abundance being like a flow, being a birthright that you can kind of open up to, that you can tap into that flow energy, very like feminine energy. There's a great story about her actually that I put in the post where I talk about how she is initially denied supporting the other gods in the creation of the universe. So there's all the gods that the big Papa God kind of sends this assignment down to the other gods to kind of create everything on Earth, right? They're like given the planet Earth and told like, okay, you've got to go create everything on Earth. And he sends Goddess Oshun down with them, but these other masculine gods don't want Oshun to help, and so they kind of just keep ignoring her suggestions and pushing her away. And she's like, hello, like I'm the goddess of the water, like you can't actually create anything without my life-giving waters. Like the earth will just be dry, nothing will grow, no crops will grow, there won't be any flow of anything, like nothing is going to happen. They were like, shh, little woman, like go away. And so they push her away, and she's like, okay, you know what, I'm not going to stick around where like people aren't valuing my suggestions and my time. So she goes off. And of course the gods try and make things happen on Earth, and of course nothing happens, because without the element of water nothing can grow. And so then they go back to the big Papa God, and they're like, we couldn't make it work, we didn't know what to do, it hasn't worked out what we thought we were gonna try and grow on the earth. And he was like, excuse me, where is Oshun? Like you had an assignment to work with Oshun to create life on Earth, go and get her. And so they have to like go tail between legs over to Oshun to like say, please goddess, can you come back and actually help us, which she benevolently agrees to do because she's a wonderful goddess. And of course she brings her life-giving waters to the earth, and things are able to grow and things flow more. And so it's that energy of like, if you want to kind of tap into that flow, you have to tap into that Oshun energy of like self-worth and self-value, and like that kind of watery, flowy energy of like trusting in the flow of abundance, trusting in the flow of the universe, trusting where you're being guided. Everything in nature has like a natural ebb and flow. So where are you being called to ebb? Where things like kind of maybe pulling back. Maybe you need to pull your energy back with something, and where are you being called to flow more? So this, just something around like going with the flow a little bit more, tapping into the flow of abundance, opening to the flow of abundance, opening to the flow of the universe. Also maybe dream time as well. I'm feeling like maybe for some of you, you might get some inspiration in your dreams or some guidance in your dreams around like ways you could make money, or around like any blocks that you need to clear. Or also it's coming back to as well, I'm being shown like some of you listening to like, subliminals overnight, or like sort of abundance reprogramming things overnight or something like that to kind of help, or like luck or success reprogramming. I'd highly recommend doing something like that for like 28 days, because sometimes you can do it for a couple of nights or a week or something, and then it's like, oh, nothing's happening. But it's like it takes a good amount of time to like reprogram limiting beliefs. Like if you think about, if you've been on the planet for whatever, say 30 years, and you've had limiting beliefs that were programmed in most likely in your first 7 years of life, that got repeated and sort of entrenched, and then you've lived those out for like 25 years of your life or something, it's going to take more than a week or 2 weeks to kind of reprogram. It might even take more than a month, but start with like 28 days and see how you go. But yeah, something around like tapping into that abundant energy overnight through sleeping, getting like upgrades. You might also be getting downloads or upgrades in like at night when you're sleeping, like from your guides or from the goddess or the universe, like really sending you some sort of energetic upgrade around like money, or around abundance, around luck, around success, around like ideas of how you can be successful, something along those lines. So be prepared for that over this time, particularly this full moon. We've got a full moon pictured here, and I just spoke about the full moon in Capricorn. Particularly a full moon in Capricorn will highlight that, and will definitely bring to the surface things around around success, around achievement, around mastery, around your goals, around your ambitions. So something, you might get some downloads, some interesting ideas might come through. So let's get a little bit more. What blessings or abundance is coming in for Kyle? Okay, got a couple. So we have Master of the Hunt. Interesting. I think, did I just say the word mastery? We've got flow again, so you've got flow twice, ebb and flow here. Master of the Hunt, speed, masculinity, flow. So, and we've got a hare, which is the symbol of speed as well. So there's something around like kind of quickly taking action, kind of being able to, hares can often, they can change direction really fast. So there's something around speed, like maybe changing direction, or like going after goals, going after some like opportunity really quickly. So maybe for some of you, you might have an opportunity for success that comes through around the summer solstice time, or in the next like few months or something like that, that requires you to kind of act quite quickly, or like kind of go with the flow of what the universe is trying to bring in for you. And like also with that masculinity with that masculinity energy, that's all about taking action. It's all about like, when an opportunity is presented to you, like not sabotaging. I think did this card talk about, I think it said something about sabotage. It's interesting that I just channeled that. If your response to your potential to be prosperous was, I doubt it, then you are sabotaging your ability to manifest an increase in finances. So there's something around not sabotaging and taking action quickly on opportunities that might come through, that might be trying to flow to you. Maybe the universe is trying to bring certain things, is trying to, like, you're being, like, if you step into the river, the universe will just naturally kind of flow you to the right people, the right support, the right opportunities, the right, whether it's financial support, whether it's like energetic support, the right kind of soul family, the right recognition, the right platforms, the right community around you, certain luck, certain synchronicity, certain things that kind of need to be engineered, behind the scenes by the universe. It might be trying to like bring those two to like a flow, for those to flow into your life, but there may be a bit of a block because of a little bit of a pattern of self-sabotage. Not necessarily for all of you. You'll know if that is something that you do and that you're kind of guilty of. Like I'm kind of seeing someone, I'm being shown that what is that little monkey? And it does that little like side eye, like, what, me? Like, it's like a little meme or a little gif or whatever, the little monkey, and it just looks to the side like, what? No, I don't know what you're talking about. So funny. So yeah, and we've got tree spirit here with strength, growth, and stability. So yeah, quite masculine energy coming through with these two cards, but then kind of quite feminine energy from the Ocean and the Moon Law card. So yeah, I think with this growth and stability, what I'm feeling from this is that this is something that is long term, which makes sense with the Capricorn energy, because that is all about, you know, being able to put your focus into long-term goals that you will see results, and putting effort into something that is like a grand ambition, and being able to kind of persevere and put that, like, it's that earth energy, right? So it's like put a plan into action, and keep pursuing it and persevering with it. You know, it's mountain goat energy, right? It's climbing up that mountain no matter how like steep or slippery or scary it gets, or how intense it is. So there is something, it does require a lot of strength, but this is kind of like, yeah, something deep, something that you're deeply rooting, and you're going to grow, and it's going to bring a lot of stability for you. So this could be a business for some of you. It could be a new job, a new profession, a new promotion at work, or something like that. That's going to bring you a lot more stability and security, a lot more money, maybe a lot more success. But I feel like for most of you, it's there's an opportunity coming through for you. What I'm getting is there's an opportunity coming through for you to create your own luck, is kind of what I'm seeing. I'm being shown the like Nine of Pentacles card in tarot, for those of you that know tarot, which is all about like, yeah, independence, financial independence, self-sufficiency. You know, it's very Ocean energy, like being, you know, being very set up, being very stable, being very like, you know, kind of good in life. Like you're sorted, your money is sorted, or your finances are sorted, your abundance is sorted, you're stable, you're secure. You know, you can earn enough to provide for yourself. It can mean like sort of material success. So, you know, Ocean does also rule over that, you know. You know, she loves the pretty things, she loves the jewelry and the pretty things, and beauty. She's a goddess of beauty as well, so she's all about that kind of adornment and like self-value, self-worth, like looking, you know, looking gorgeous, and you know, beautiful material things as well. You know, so I see that coming for you. I see that as something that, if that's what you want, you know, again, like I said at the beginning when I was talking about the money magic card, abundance is different for everyone. It may not look like that for you, but if that's something that you want to manifest, material success is something that, yeah, or worldly success, you know, recognition, yeah, kind of work success, career success, success in terms of fulfillment as well. That's another thing as well. Abundance or success can sometimes mean more about inner fulfillment, or about like community, but something that you are planting. It's coming back to this kind of theme with the garden here, and we've got the tree and this beautiful garden. It's something that you are planting that is going to grow, and you're going to see results from it, and it's going to create a lot of stability in your life. So it's just about like doing the healing of these limiting beliefs that might be holding you back, and allowing the success to come through, allowing yourself to go with the flow of the opportunities that are trying to come through for you. Yeah, I feel like those are all the messages I have for you, part number 1. So excited for you. I hope this resonated. Drop me a comment or an emoji below if it did. I would really love to hear from you. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the reading. It really helps my channel so much, and I really appreciate each and every one of you who's been commenting, liking, sharing my videos. As I say, it helps my channel to grow so much. If you're not already a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the Elves Temple community. Check out my blog, elvestemple.com. sign up to my newsletter. I send every new moon and full moon, and also I do private readings as well. And I have a Patreon where I do in-depth goddess readings and pathworking. Okay, my loves, all the best with your summer solstice, and I will see you in the next reading. Oh, my love. Bye. Part 2, if you chose the country cottage, card number 7, this will be your reading on what blessings or abundance are coming in this summer solstice. So I'm going to start with the guidance from the book actually for this card. I just got this Seasons of the Witch Letha Oracle, and it's really powerful. I did a reading on myself a couple of days ago and it was very powerful, so I wanted to include these cards in your reading today. So for country cottage, we've got keywords: sustainability, self-sufficiency, and independence. And it says it is time for the seekers to look within. What haunts you can only be faced by you. Welcome to spiritual homesteading, the practice of finding independence, self-determination, and sustainability for your soul's well-being. There's certainly no shortage of spiritual teachers, programs, and tools on offer, including this deck you're holding. But the trouble with relying too much on someone else to guide you is that you lose the ability to stimulate your own healing and rewards. You are expecting someone else to show you the way rather than finding it for yourself. You have pulled this card to encourage you to trust in your own guidance more than you seek advice and help from other people. You know what you need to succeed. You know what's not serving your highest good. You know what you want and you know what you need. What you're lacking is belief in yourself. Making a mistake or getting things wrong is part of the process, not a reason to quit or doubt yourself. You'll learn more from your failures than you will from your successes, and if nothing else, they'll be your own. Your choices, your mistakes, and your determination to rise when you fall. Stay on the path you're on and have faith in your desires and ability to bring your rewards to life. In a more practical sense, this card appears when you are being a little bit too needy and should try to be more independent. It's fine to ask for help or want to experience life with others, but don't take anyone's time or resources for granted. You're more capable than you have allowed yourself to believe, and you are fine to continue on this path alone. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting a few things from this card, from the energy and from tapping into your energy as well. I feel like pile 2 for some of you, there's definitely this strong, as the card was talking about, a strong energy coming through of being more independent, and the summer solstice might bring about some opportunities for you to be a little bit more independent or to be a little bit more self-sufficient, or to enjoy doing things on your own, or like tapping into your own intuition, receiving guidance intuitively just yourself. Maybe taking some time out to do something in solitude. Like I'm just seeing, you know, an individual figure here, like at a little house. So maybe for some of you, this could be, you know, maybe you wanted to go away with a group of friends or with a partner or something like that. And it could be saying, you know what, go away yourself, like go on a retreat or go to a country cottage or a retreat or a place out in nature or something like that, where you can have some time to yourself. You can be in solitude. You can be in your own energy. You can do something independently, experience that self-sufficiency and being independent, and kind of like sort of tuning out from the world, other people's opinions, kind of going within, like having sort of carving out that sacred time to kind of really just be on your own and go within and kind of listen to your own guidance and let your own intuition come through. I feel like will open up a lot for you. It's like there's a lot of it's kind of like it was saying, like there was something about the rewards or something trying to come through. Yeah, stay on the path you're on and have faith in your desires and ability to bring your rewards to life. So I kind of feel like maybe for some of you, there's been an energy of what I'm hearing is like deferring to spirit or deferring to other people to like bring you certain rewards in your life, or bring something to life in some way that actually the universe or whatever it is kind of wanting you to take more action, or wanting you to kind of step into your power and bring these things to life. So very interesting energy. But let's get a little bit more with the other cards. I haven't pre-pulled your oracle cards today. I'm just going to live shuffle, so bear with me as I pull some cards for you. Okay, so what goddess or guardian? Ooh, okay, so we've got, oh, beautiful. I don't know exactly how this is pronounced. I think it's Kane or Kane, life force energy. So yeah, maybe for some of you, like I'm just kind of seeing this sort of beautiful Hawaiian energy and the waterfall in the background, all the flowers. There's a lot of flowers on both these cards. So yeah, it's just really sort of beautiful spring, summer, abundant energy that's coming through. Growth energy, fertile energy, like being in gardens, being out in nature, being out somewhere where there's like, yeah, either out in the country or maybe like somewhere where there's a lot of like near the sea or waterfalls or something like that. Again, I'm just getting this sort of holiday vibes for some reason. Maybe for some of you, this is the summer solstice is going to, yeah, like trigger a kind of desire to get away, a desire to kind of take a break, to go on holiday somewhere, to go on retreat, to kind of do something to help like restore your vitality and bring some life force energy back. Yeah, and it may well be that you've been kind of waiting on the universe to sort something out, or waiting on someone else, thinking like, oh well, I'll only go if, I don't know, say you're kind of waiting to have a partner or something to go with, and you don't really feel confident to go on your own, or you're waiting on a certain friend or something, but they're not sure they can go. And I kind of get this strong energy of you just like taking the bull by the horns and going off on your own, going on holiday yourself, or going on a retreat, or going out into nature, at least, even if it's not kind of traveling far away, it's kind of going into nature and like enjoying nature, you know, receiving some like life force energy, restoring your life force energy. Let's have a look at the book. There might be something I'm missing here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, good health is returning. Hydrate and nourish your body. So yeah, it could be going on like a retreat where you're going to be like eating a lot of, you know, holistic foods or something like that, or like, you know, even just doing that yourself, like even if it's not kind of going away to do it, it's like you know, eating a lot of foods with like life force energy, a lot more vitality or something like that. Yeah, it says your spirit needed a reminder about cultivating true health and life force energy. If your physical or creative energy needs boosting, consider your dietary habits. The way to optimum health now is to open your heart. Feed your body with loving awareness rather than with criticism or self-loathing. Celebrate your food, savor the colors, tastes, and textures. Give thanks to the creative source of the universe for sustaining you. Life is a joy when you see the sacred energy within everything. And the additional meanings are your purpose is connected to food and nutrition. Grow your own produce, which is interesting because we've got someone here with the country cottage, like growing flowers. And it looks like she's kind of foraging here for maybe like some herbs or something like that. And it also talked about being self-sufficient as well. So maybe this is like, yeah, I don't know, getting out in nature, growing your own food, maybe start like asking about an allotment, inquiring about an allotment, growing your own garden, or just kind of going somewhere where you can source better foods, or maybe you're looking at like changing your lifestyle quite a bit, like maybe moving out to the country where you can have a backyard, or you can have a garden where you can actually grow your own fruits and vegetables, or certain plants or herbs or something like that. Could be something around that, because it's interesting that's kind of come up, that sort of self-sufficiency, like homesteading energies kind of come up a little bit with both of these. And it says, limit your consumption of junk food. This is a positive message about healing from an eating disorder. Give to clean water and or food charities. And the invocation is, I'm in tune with my body's needs. I'm full of energy. I mean, it's like, you'll know if some of the other meanings relate to you, but I'm not so much getting the lighter ones. I kind of feel like it could be more to do with like growing something, or certain like health habits, certain like things related to vitality. Again, this could be like, it did say something about your life purpose may have something to do with food or nutrition. So maybe for some of you that could be a dream, that could be a goal, that could be something that you're wanting to manifest as like you know, a beautiful like cottage in the country or something where you can have people come and you'll like grow vegetables, you'll do like holistic cooking retreats or something related to food, or like you'll grow a garden and sell the vegetables, or yeah, something along those lines. Let's have a look at the Goddess Dream Oracle. What blessings or abundance is coming in this summer solstice? passion, burning with life's passion. Beautiful. Yeah, so there's some kind of, it's very like vital, bright energy that's coming through. Very creative life force energy, which is really appropriate for the summer solstice. So I'm seeing the lion here. This could be coming in Leo season. That could be quite significant for some of you. You might find that your passions for something in particular are starting to awaken as you kind of awaken your life force energy, or heal your health and your vitality. You might also find that you have more passion, more joie de vivre, more like zest for life. I feel like this is really saying like, yeah, follow your passions. Yeah, really trust where they're leading you as well. Because there's something around like, yeah, following your heart, following your passions, being more independent. I'm noticing the scissors. They're drawing my attention to the scissors on the ground in this card. So there might be certain habits or people or lifestyle things or something that needs to be like cut away in order to like open up more life force energy, creativity, vitality, passion, like be able to actually like follow your passions. You know, it could be like cutting away, as it talked about in this card, like unhealthy dietary things, or just certain habits, certain lifestyle choices, maybe a job, or like a lack of balance in your work-life balance, or maybe not having enough time to kind of like follow your passions or your hobbies or things like that. Like maybe you're burning the candle at both ends, or you're sort of maybe following. It could also be talking about with the kind of self-sufficiency and bringing something to life and following your passion. It could be talking about cutting away something that is like blocking that. So if you've been conditioned to go down a certain path or do a certain type of job or be in a certain type of relationship, that could all be blocking you from like really flourishing and stepping into your most like independent, powerful self, where you can really follow your passions and like do what it is that is truly important to you. Let's do a little bit more. Got standing stones with ancestors, gateways, and sacred. Maybe for some of you, this could be like you could be called to go to a certain sacred site. I did pick up maybe someone who is being called to travel somewhere or go on a retreat or something. So you could be called to go somewhere where there's like, standing circles or certain ley lines or certain monuments or something, like a very spiritual place. Where there's like a lot of, it could be something linked with your ancestors. So maybe for some of you, if you've got ancestors in a certain place, it could be like even Hawaii or like an island place, Asia, New Zealand, Australia, I'm kind of picking up, or even like this card kind of, it's quite cultic, so it could be the UK, or even somewhere in Europe, like somewhere where there's like some ancient burial site is what I'm hearing, or something like that. There could be some sort of ancestral connection to somewhere very spiritual that will act as some kind of gateway for you, that will like help increase your life force energy. I'm getting like maybe something that you've been doing. What I'm hearing is something you've been doing, whether it's like a habit, or your job is depleting you, or it could even be a relationship, although I'm not getting that really strongly. I feel like it's more to do with like your work-life balance, or the particular job you have, or the sort of lifestyle you have, or maybe like you mostly live in a city, and you kind of yearning for this more countryside life, or like somewhere where it's like a place where you can get out into nature more easily, or you can kind of be more self-sufficient, or grow your own food, or be by the sea, or be able to get out into water, or something like that. It's like that's your passion really, is to kind of be in that kind of environment or live that kind of lifestyle. But like maybe you're in something now that maybe doesn't fully allow that, or you haven't been able to fully explore it or step into it, or it hasn't been able to fully come to life. There's something about bringing something to life. And I feel like there's some kind of gateway. This summer solstice might create some kind of gateway or portal for you to be able to kind of access yeah, for you to be able to kind of access this energy, or access something important, access this life force energy, increase your life force energy, increase your creativity. So yeah, maybe like taking some time out to go, if there has been a particular place, if you've been called to visit a particular place, particularly if it is like I said, it's, you know, connected to your ancestors in some way, or it has some kind of like specific, like I'm hearing Sedona, that's quite specific. Like there could be somewhere, yeah, somewhere in the world that like it's very sacred to you, or you have a certain connection to it. Oh, whoops, oh my goodness, there's way too many. Let's put those back. Yeah, there could be somewhere specific that you're being called to go that could open something up for you. It could sort of give you a certain like surge of energy, a certain like activation or something is kind of what I'm getting. So yeah, maybe it could be like, for those of you that were called to go on a retreat, like this does kind of look a bit like this kind of looks like a French cottage actually, with the blue shutters. So it could be like somewhere in Europe, like a holistic retreat in Europe or the UK, or maybe this is also something you're being called to kind of start to do yourself. Whoa, okay, hold on, let me shuffle this a little bit because that came out in the last pile. Yeah, I'm just seeing vitality there. We spoke about vitality with the life force energies. Yeah, it's something around this summer solstice I feel like is going to bring in more vitality for you. It's going to bring in more energy. You're going to feel more energized and more passionate about things again. But also, you know, something around increasing vitality through food, or through energy practices, or through self-sustainability, like creating a sustainable garden or herbs or something like that, could also be something you're called to do in your future as well. Okay, we've got desire, yeah, passion and desire. We've got Cancer energy, so Cancer season, which is coming up quite soon, could be in a few days, could be quite well, actually by the time this reading goes out, we probably will be in Cancer season actually. But yeah, so Cancer season could be quite a significant time for like certain desires to be fulfilled, essentially, to certain passions, certain things that you've been dreaming about. You could receive those desires over this time, over Cancer season, or over the summer solstice. Or also the number 3 is coming through, so maybe in like 3 weeks or 3 months or something like that, 3 months from now. It's also interesting, it's like there's this quite green energy here, like with his green wreath and then the green lettuce. It's kind of like, yeah, something like health. I'm getting a strong health, clean eating, holistic eating, healthy lifestyle, like, yeah, maybe being out in nature or living a more healthy lifestyle. Like whether that's something you kind of take a break if you currently live in the city and you have a full-time job or career and it's not possible to do this kind of thing immediately now, but maybe it's like, okay, well, can you take a holiday? Can you take either a sabbatical or some unpaid leave, or just some paid leave, like a week or two, where you go somewhere that's like, you know, will you can be a little bit more healthier and find more vitality and like increase your energy and receive some sort of life force energy through, and yeah, kind of also like carve out some time for yourself as well to like listen to your intuition. That's coming through again. That came through with the country cottage message about like being independent, not sort of relying on tools too much or other people too much. Like maybe for some of you are someone who likes to consult a lot of other people for like their opinion, or to like canvas their like get their advice or guidance on what you should do, or how to make something happen, or you kind of tend to rely on a lot of people for help with something. And I feel like there's a strong need to kind of like do something in a more solitary way, or to carve out some solitude for yourself so you can sort of clear. There's something like this with this waterfall. It's like clearing and cleansing from like other people's influence, other people's energy, like cleansing your body, cleansing your diet, cleansing your energy field, being more being in this sort of like independent bubble for a bit, where you can kind of receive some downloads and receive some guidance and get clear on like where you're going, on like what you're passionate about, what you really want to pursue, what you really want to follow. Yeah, let's get one more. What else can we get? Another pretty much card for pile 2. What blessings or abundance is coming through? What blessings or abundance is coming through for pile 2? I feel like if this, what's coming through as well is like, if this isn't something that is really in the realm of possibility for you to kind of, if this is something you really desire to like put it out to the universe and keep an open mind that like you might be like some opportunity might come through for you to be able to learn about something like this or go somewhere like this, like you know, if that's something you really want, if it's something that your heart and soul is calling you to do, it's like some crazy synchronicity might work out where like someone's like, hey, I'm going away for work and like I need you to come and like house sit for me in my country cottage in you know, like in England near where Glastonbury and the stone circles, and or not Glastonbury, like Stonehenge, or like I don't know, some kind of, or maybe Glastonbury or some kind of like, that could be, you're like, hold on a minute, like what, that's crazy, because that's that house that they're offering me is like really near or in the vicinity of some like sacred site, or it's kind of somewhere where like my ancestors grew up, or where I have a really strong connection to, or I've been feeling really guided to go to that place. Or it's kind of like they could just kind of keep an eye out or an ear out, or like be open to some sort of opportunity coming up for you to go where you desire to go, somewhere where you can kind of experience this type of lifestyle in some way. So I would be really interested if that's something that like you might listen to this and in a month or two this could come up, and like, yeah, if you remember, come back and comment on this video, because that would be crazy. I would love to hear if something cool like that happens. Ooh, yes, transition, card number 11, more Cancer energy. So Cancer season, I feel like, is really significant for you, which we're literally just going into. So yeah, so, or some of you may have Cancer really strong in your chart. You may be Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. Which I talk about this a lot, but I'm Cancer North Node, I'm Capricorn South Node, Cancer North Node, and I kind of went through a similar thing to this because I was in corporate and media doing the whole Capricorn thing, like the mountain goat climbing up the mountain, and which is interesting because pile 1 had Capricorn come up, so like it's kind of the opposite energy. It's quite interesting. So yeah, anyway, did the whole corporate, climbing the corporate ladder thing, and then hit my Saturn return in my early 30s and suddenly went through a huge change, and just that didn't vibe with me anymore. It didn't connect with it anymore. And I was doing a lot of like the stuff I've been talking about. Like I was going on retreats a lot. I was going on yoga retreats a lot. On like I went to like some holistic cooking retreats. I completely changed my diet and like who I was around and things like that, and like my whole sort of lifestyle changed. And then I like moved from London, from a big city, to Bristol, and then increasingly since then I've moved to like even smaller places. I'm now in Cornwall by the sea, so like, you know, and I'm much more like connected to nature. And one of the big things that I used to have when I was in corporate was like, oh, sometimes I go to work in the dark and I leave in the dark. I worked in media, so it was like crazy hours sometimes, and it was just like I don't ever get to like, you know, aside from when I sort of went on the old holiday, I didn't really get enough time to kind of like enjoy life or like follow any hobbies or like do anything else or have any sort of real work-life balance. It was like, you know, kind of work hard, play hard, that London thing. So I don't know, for some reason I'm talking about this. I haven't talked about this in the other pile, but like it could be that you're going through with the transition card and Cancer coming out. It could be that you're going through something a little bit similar, like transitioning from a certain lifestyle to a different lifestyle, like a city to the country, or from like corporate to like something more chill where you've got more time to pursue your passions, or from like a certain kind of health regimen to something more holistic or something like that, something where you can like, you know, you get to go like outdoor swimming, or like you do a lot more yoga or something, whereas before you just like you know, did gym stuff and crushed it in the gym or something. I don't know. It could just be, or like changing your diet, doing something around, like maybe again with the sustainability, like you're changing from eating processed foods to like, you know, growing your own food, or like buying a house in the countryside, or moving to the countryside, or spending time in the countryside, or just even somewhere that has a garden where you can grow your own food or something like that. It's like there's a certain transition to being able to like follow your passions that's happening for you. And I feel like Cancer season in particular is very significant. It's here twice. So you may be, this could be, if you're Cancer North Node, it could be that's really being activated for you right now. Or like, even if you're not, it's like just, I guess, doing things that, like, Cancer energy is connected to the emotions, and it's connected to the feminine and to the mother. And so nurturing your like inner self and your emotional self and that side of stuff. So you know, it's connected to the moon, so it's all about that. So it's kind of like, you know, the opposite of solar energy, which can be like, which is quite masculine energy and quite like progress, and, you know, it was all the power one stuff, progress and achievement and mastery and kind of like shining your light and putting yourself out in the world. Whereas like moon, feminine, Cancerian energy is much more like internal and yeah, like intuitive, I guess, and like yeah, following your heart, following your emotions. Like, what is your emotional self telling you? So yeah, whether you're Cancer North Node or not, there's something around sort of feeling, like operating more from a feeling based space, listening to like your emotional body, to your desires and to your passions, and like following, like taking action to like taking steps to honor those and acknowledge those and follow those. Because yeah, I feel like something's calling you. There's some kind of like place in particular, like with the country cottage and then the standing stones with the gateways. It's like there's like a particular place, I feel like, whether it's like a specific place that you're meant to go to now to have kind of a break, or even like a step further than that, it's a place that you're going to actually like you're going to create it, or you're going to be the person who facilitates that space so that other people can come and, you know, receive healing, or, you know, eat healthy food, beautiful healthy food that you make, or you teach them how to make, or that kind of thing. It could be something like that, or, you know, it could be yoga, you teach yoga, or something that helps like activate life force energy, or it could be something like creative as well, with the sort of the creative energy that's coming here with passion. But yeah, there's something, you're going through a transition, I feel like, or this summer solstice, this Cancer season is going to see a bit of a transition. Also with the number 11, you might be seeing 11 on the clock quite a lot, or around, you know, angel numbers like that. 11 is all about coming into alignment. So I feel like there is something about like being realigned, or aligning with your passions, aligning your lifestyle with your passions and your desires. And yeah, I feel like some kind of, I keep feeling like some kind of opportunity is going to come up for you, pile number 2. Some kind of chance to like go somewhere that's going to like be very activating. But I kind of feel like you have to do it alone. So maybe if you've been trying to do, I don't know why I'm getting this. This could be literally for one person, but maybe some of you've been trying to do something with someone else, or waiting on someone else, or waiting on the universe, or waiting. It's kind of like, well, that would be nice, but like no one's just giving me a cottage, or like, yeah, I want to go away, but like I want a partner to go with. Like I'm not going to go away until like I meet my person, or I don't know. I don't necessarily think you're saying that, but it's like there's some kind of waiting. It's like you're waiting on something. I feel like I'm picking up someone who's waiting, and I kind of feel like the strong message that was coming through with this is like, don't wait, like just take the opportunity. Something's going to come from it. It's like some sort of activation or something is going to come from that. So if you get the chance to go somewhere and it means you have to go alone, like maybe that's important right now, because it's like you'll get certain guidance, or like certain clarity, or certain activations, or certain growth from that opportunity that you maybe wouldn't necessarily get if you either waited or you went with a group or with someone else or something like that. There's something about being like self-sufficient here. I'm hearing like planting those seeds yourself. And like once you've kind of maybe started that process, it's like maybe then the universe will come in and like start to bring in like the people, the resources, the other things you need to kind of grow that. But it's like it's kind of waiting for you. I'm getting this energy of like waiting for you to kind of take that leap of faith yourself. Like the universe wants to kind of see you take steps towards your passion. So yeah, they're just drawing my attention to transition. You might very much be going through a big transition from something that like wasn't maybe very aligned, or just no longer really is very aligned with you, to like something that's a lot more in alignment and something that you're actually passionate about. So yeah, I feel like those are all the messages I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that, oh my gosh, I just saw 1:11 on the clock just as I finished and as I was talking about alignment. So yeah, alignment's coming through very strong. But yeah, thank you so much for letting me read for you today, pile number 2. Drop me a comment or even just an emoji below and hit the like button. It really helps my channel to grow so much, and I really appreciate each and every one of you who's been doing that. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already part of my community. I would love to have you here. Check out my website, elstemple.com. I do private readings, and I also blog about the goddesses and the wheel of the year, mostly every week. And I also have a newsletter every new and full moon. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye. Pile number 3, if you chose the Wildflowers card number 44, then this will be your reading on what blessings or abundance is coming to you this summer solstice. So I'm going to start off with reading the guidance from the Seasons of the Witch Letha Oracle for this card. Really powerful deck. I did a reading for myself a few days ago. I just got this deck. It's beautiful, very accurate, very powerful. So where are we? Card number 44. Okay, so keywords are taking up space, expansion, and blooming. Wow, perfect energy for the summer solstice. There is no shortage of wildflowers to draw inspiration from. They come in every shape, color, and size, and blow in every direction, radiating expansive energy and blooming in every space they can fill. Your beauty and creativity are expansive as a wild meadow, and you have drawn this card to signal it's time to take up more space. Open your mind and let your ideas soar. You may do nothing with them, but just giving yourself room to imagine what is possible is enough to nourish your soul and stimulate your awakening. This card alludes to a wonderful period of healing and blossoming, a time when all things begin to feel possible and you feel alive with vitality. You may find yourself in an especially fertile time, birthing fresh things into the world, a welcome sign for a new baby, engagement, or the stirrings of a different project. Wildflowers encourage you to romanticize your life, bringing a nurturing, sensual quality to otherwise boring and mundane things. Buy yourself flowers, perfume your home, or use a whole Sunday for all-day self-care. Celebrate the abundance all around you and look for ways to invite more beauty into your world. Mama Earth is an excellent place to start for inspiration. Ah, beautiful. I love that pile number 3. It's such lovely energy. So something is blooming in your life. Let's get a little bit more. I haven't pre-pulled your oracle cards today, so I'm going to just live shuffle and live pull some cards for you. So can I get a Goddess, God, and Guardian card, please, for pile number 3? And what blessings or abundance are coming through? Ooh. Okay, ooh, past life healing. Okay, so some kind of past life. I feel like, oh, okay, what's really strongly coming through is because in this card, Hecate's throat chakra is being highlighted, and I picked up a strong creative energy, something blossoming, something about creativity and a creative project coming to fruition or a new creative idea. I feel like there's something with the throat chakra that is all about expressing yourself, expressing your uniqueness, expressing your creative ideas, being able to put that like creative project out in the world, like whether it's writing, speaking, artwork, whatever it might be. It's like there's something you're here to express and there's something you're here to create. And I feel like over the summer solstice, you might get a lot of ideas. You know, it's talking about like just allowing yourself to imagine. So I feel like your imagination center might be really activated. You might just be getting a lot of creative ideas that might be like really coming through really strongly, that there's something that wants to be expressed here. So maybe doing some throat chakra healing, possibly past life healing. It could be that in the past you had tried to express certain creative things, whether it was in the past within this lifetime or even in the past in a past lifetime. And that may have been blocked for whatever reason. So maybe just, focusing over this time, if you are wanting to kind of put something out in the world, some kind of creation or expression or something, just, kind of focusing on some throat chakra healing could be really powerful for you. I'm just seeing if there's any other channel messages coming through from this card. Possibly for some of you, it may be that there is some kind of past life here. I'm less getting though that there's like healing that needs to be done in terms of like that past life is, say, blocking your creative expression in this lifetime, and more that it's about using gifts. So it's more about kind of like actually using certain certain gifts, certain inspiration, certain things from a past life within this lifetime now, certain talents, certain abilities that you had in a past life, like really drawing on those to like help blossom things in your life now. So maybe doing there's plenty of these things on YouTube, just finding someone that you resonate with that has done a past life healing. If you want to do it with like in the context with the goddesses, on my Patreon, I think it was last month, I did a past life, I believe it was last month, for the High Priestess Tarot. I did a past life reading and healing within that as well. There was an activation within that as well. So that just maybe one of you might be cool to check that out. I'm still offering the 7-day free trial, I believe. So have a look at my Patreon. The link is in the description box below. But like I say, I feel like it's less to do with kind of past life stuff that's blocking you and more to do with like past life gifts that and something related to something you're here to express. Maybe for some of you there might have been some blocks to expressing something in your past life, like creative expression or something you were here to express that got stymied. That's a funny word. It's weird when I channel sometimes, like pick up words I wouldn't normally use. But anyway, so maybe something was like suppressed or something like that. So let's hit another one. I feel like there's one more goddess that wants to come through. Oh, or a god. We've got Imhotep with Visionary. Okay, so yeah, there's some kind of like creative idea, some kind of vision that wants to come to life. I feel like I'm kind of getting quite strong Aquarius. I always get Aquarius energy with this card for some reason. I guess Aquarius energy can be that very visionary energy. But it's like there's something, yeah, there's something that wants to blossom into life, something that you're here to imagine and envision, some vision that you have that you can, and like with that worlds of worlds are created, it's like you can vision and create a new world. Like I feel like I'm kind of getting new earth. I believe that was a book by Eckhart Tolle, but it's kind of a general spiritual concept, right? Like we're here to like, as star seeds, like birth the new earth. So there's something that you're here to do around that, some kind of vision that you have that's very unique to you. Let's get, wow, this is a lot deeper than I was expecting, pile 3 for this reading, but let's get a little bit more. What blessings or abundance is coming through for pile 3, the summer solstice? It could be that you get more clarity on this vision, or you get some amazing ideas or some breakthroughs about this vision, or something that you're meant to like blossom, or yeah, something that's meant to kind of like grow. Let's see, we have got refinement. Interesting. Dahlia, card number 42. Scorpio energy. Refining something. There could be, it could be a creative project, a vision, something that you're here to express, or something that you're here to bring out in the world, that you're, over the summer solstice time, you might be really refining that idea, getting it ready to blossom, like getting it ready to kind of be brought out. With this Scorpio energy, it's kind of making me sense that like there's something that's going to come to light. Yeah, like something that's going to be something from the depths. So yeah, that could be related to that, like a past life gift or some sort of deep intuitive gift that's kind of going to be, I'm hearing, be excavated, like come to light, like come to the surface for you to kind of use in some way. It depends. I mean, I guess it depends on what you do as a creator or as a visionary or something. I mean, if you're like something like a singer or something like that, it could be, you know, kind of plumbing and mining the depths to kind of use certain like emotional experiences or past experiences as like creative fodder to, like, you know, as part of your songwriting process or your writing process or your art process or something like that. If it's more of a like you're here to kind of invent something, or you have a certain vision for something on earth, or you're here to do something more perhaps spiritual or something like that, it could be, there could be some kind of like deeper analysis that's required, like a sort of I'm hearing reading between the lines, like analyzing something, kind of understanding something. Maybe you're doing research or like refining a certain idea or a project, and you've got to kind of read between the lines a little bit of what you're researching or what you're sort of pulling together. It's like you're kind of sensing or intuiting something deeper than like what is being presented in some way. This is very interesting energy. Let's go more. What abundance or blessings is coming through with the summer solstice for past 3? Oh, that's 2 more. Okay, that's not that one, this one. Protection, card number 9, with Aries energy, which is very like initiatory energy, starting something. I think this card did talk about, the wildflowers card did talk about like, well, it's talking about expansion, but it was saying like birthing fresh things, which is Aries energy, like starting something new. I'm just noticing as well, it did talk about a wonderful period of healing and blossoming. So yeah, maybe the healing you've been doing or the healing that is happening now is going to allow you to kind of blossom more. It's going to allow you to live the life you visioned for yourself, the vision that you have for your life and for life on earth or something. I feel like this dream is very protected. Interesting. Let's get another one. The green man, nature, connection, and source. Being out in nature is very important for you at this time. It's like where I feel like that's where your connection to source comes from. You might really connect with like nature spirits, or you might receive a lot of like inspiration or creative ideas through being out in nature or using nature. Maybe like if you're an artist or something, you use nature in your art, or you're very influenced by nature, or you get a lot of your creative ideas. Say you're a writer or something, just like by being out in nature and clearing your energy, connecting with the earth. It's like you're able to then like receive inspiration, receive the ideas, receive the visions that you're meant to like bring through you. It's like you have a strong connection with source through nature. Let's get a goddess dream card. Bravery, card number 5, explore your inner wild places. And we've got the unicorn here, which is like symbolic of being very unique, of seeing things in a unique way, of having, it's very rare. It's very magical as well. So essentially you have this very magical energy. We've got Artemis energy on this card as well. Artemis is pictured here with the bow and arrows. So that's all about like setting those intentions and then kind of going after them. She's also a goddess of the wild, of the moon, of animals. So yeah, connecting with the moon could be very potent at this time. There's something you're being called to blossom that is going to require a certain amount of like bravery to pursue this vision that you have. But again, it's coming back to like you're very protected, and particularly getting out in nature will help with that, like feeling that sense of protection for this vision. And we also got life purpose, card number 22, manifest your dreams. Wow, very powerful energy, card number 3. Yeah, this summer solstice might bring up an opportunity excuse me, to step into your life purpose more. I'm just seeing the number 22. Some of you might be life path 22. Doesn't have to be, but you could be. That's usually a very spiritual life path, and also often a life path of a visionary, like a spiritual leader, like someone like Eckhart Tolle or something like that. It's a very sort of high level life path. You don't have to be though. It doesn't have to be that, but it's kind of like that energy. There's something around stepping into your life purpose and manifesting your dreams, manifesting your visions, blossoming something. Yeah, having the bravery to like go after your goals, as unique as they are. Explore your inner wild places. I feel like there might be, getting out. You've got wild twice. We've got wild flowers and wild places, and then we've got like the green man with this kind of wild nature energy as well. So there's something around kind of like maybe getting out into the wild or rewilding yourself, going through a process of rewilding. Maybe that's some of the healing you've been doing in order to like be able to fully blossom. Is like, and I just saw 18 on the clock. Some of you may want to, I don't know off the top of my head what angel number that is, like what it means, but you may want to look that up. Anyway, I was saying about the rewilding process. Some of you may be, the healing you've been doing is releasing like either past lives or conditioning from this life or earlier on in this life, that kind of molded you or programmed you into a certain way of being, like into kind of operating in a certain way or producing in a certain way or doing things as you're expected. And I feel like there's a sort of a healing that's been going on, that's been like rewilding you to your unique self, with that unicorn being there. maybe that's the process of refinement. You've been doing that process of like, I'm seeing like the, oh my gosh, I was just gonna say, I'm seeing the onion layers pulled off, and then I looked down and remembered that there's an onion on this card. It's like your true self is in there. It's like the nugget of this onion, and it's like part of the healing and refinement work you've been doing, the spiritual work you've been doing, is stripping back the layers of the onion to get to your like core wild self that's now blooming and blossoming through. Yeah, it's like your unique self is in there, your sort of unicorn self is in there, but it's like maybe it got conditioned through lifetimes or through particularly this life, and you've had to do that work of like peeling that back and refining and stripping back and getting like, yeah, refinement. You know, it's like it when you're refining something, you're like, you know, putting something through a process where you're stripping back everything that's not needed, like everything that's not its essence. It's like becoming finer and more to its core essence. So it's like, yeah, you've been doing that work, or you're in the process of doing that work. And this summer solstice is going to allow yourself to really start to feel, what I'm hearing is like the benefits of that work you've been doing, and start to like feel more free, feel more wild, feel more you, feel more yourself. You know, we've got a lot of blue energy on these cards, which, like I said, is the throat chakra, which is all about self-expression, expressing your true essence, expressing your creativity, expressing your true self. And that will allow you to step into, if you've been worrying about like your purpose, or, you know, being able to manifest your dreams or manifest the visions that you have for your life. I feel like, you know, they're coming back to, this is very protected. You are here to initiate something with that Aries energy. There is a vision that you have for life, or for a creative project, or something that you're here to blossom, that you're meant to do. I feel like there might be some guidance in this book about the life purpose card. Let's see, 22. Excuse me. It may seem that your hopes and plans have been lying dormant for a while now. Life has been busy and the daily activities have overshadowed your real life dreams. Bridget is here with Wolf Spirit to call you into action. She speaks to your intuition and gazes into the eyes of your soul, asking, what is your true life purpose? What is it that your heart longs for? Now is the time to begin to manifest your dreams. Wolf brings a message of freedom and independence. He also brings strength, power, and determination. Bridget will empower you with bravery. To begin with, there may be, oh my gosh, Bridget will empower you with bravery, and you have the bravery card as well. So it's like a double message about bravery, a double message about wild as well. So yeah, lots of synchronicities here. To begin with, there may be confusion and doubt about how to make the first moves and which direction to go in. Your steps may be tentative and at times faltering, but fear not, for Bridget will be by your side, lighting your path and giving you strength. Trust in your innate wisdom and intuition. You may have to break some ties that are holding you back. Do this with clarity and kindness. A bud has to burst for a flower to bloom. That's another message about flowers and blooming. There's a lot of like blooming analogies here. So you're definitely blooming, you're definitely blossoming. Bridget will send her totem swan to carry you to higher ground, whether that be metaphoric or physical. From here, your vision will be clearer. Visionary. Your vision, a double message about vision and being a visionary. Enjoy the ride and feel the wind blowing away dusty fatigue and cobweb-coated hopelessness. Know that with Bridget's help, your confidence will grow and all things will be possible. And the affirmation is, I trust in my intuition. I am able to find my life purpose and follow my dreams. Ah, beautiful. I love that for you, part number 3. I feel like those are all the messages that I have for you today. I hope that resonated for you. Drop me a comment or a emoji below if it did. I would really love to hear from you. All the best with your summer solstice, wherever you are in the world. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already part of my community. I would love to have you here. Check out my website, elstemple.com. I blog every week about the goddesses. And also I offer private readings on there, and I also have a Patreon where I do in-depth goddess readings and path working. All the links for that are in the description box of this video. All my love, all the best with your summer solstice, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.